How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Race Retro for 2020, where my dad is driving his Renault 5 Maxi Turbo around the track. I am finding myself somewhere outside of the wind to try and do some vlogging for you guys today. Apologies in advance for my awful vlogging. You can see today that I have attended with my Mazda MX-5 chilling over here. It was quite an interesting journey. I drove 110 miles in the MX-5, which is my longest ever journey in that car. Must say the wind noise is hefty, shall we say. Let's get out of the road before I get hit by an M2 or whatever. So let's have a look around. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So we're currently in the main hangar where all of the cars are kept, and one car in particular that has taken my fancy is this. This is another Mazda MX-5 Mark 1 that I spotted just chilling here in the corner, also next to this lovely Mini Cooper over here. And what I thought was particularly cool about this, not only is it rally spec, but also it has the Sparco Sprint vinyl seats in it as well, same as mine, so also fun to see. And if I run over here super quick, you will see that there is a second MX-5 in rally spec as well. Much more rough and ready than the other one, but yes, a really nice car, available for hire apparently as well, same company, bullshit. And yeah, really cool. Just nice to see this one. It hasn't sadly got the Sparco Sprint seats in it, but still a very cool set of MX-5s to see. I did not expect to see a bunch of MX-5s at a rally show. So as always, we've got Dad's car chilling just over here, and I'm going to gesticulate at it wildly. It is a Renault 5 Maxi Turbo, as I've mentioned already. It is a Group B rally car, and that is what we really enjoy seeing. So yeah, hopefully I'll get out in it today. No promises. You definitely can't hear me right now because someone over there is being very aggressive with their throttle. But yeah, always great to see these, and you rarely ever see them at car shows anymore, which is kind of sucky. And as we see it, past comes a C2 BTR. Very cool. Let me show you some of my favourite cars that are here. So there, right here is this Porsche 911 with the ducktail, which is just ridiculous looking. We've also got not one but two of these 308s this year. Normally they have one Ferrari 308 here year on year, but there's actually a second one just over there you can just about see. There's also obviously the Metro 6R4, which is another Group B rally car that was horrendously well loved and has an incredible scene behind it still. Here we have an absolute fan favourite, which is a Rallycross spec Audi Quattro with all the trimmings. It's such a beautiful looking car. And yeah, there's the other 308 as well. Now this is one of my favourite cars at the event. Every single time I come to one of these rallying events, I see this, the Bastos Ford Escort Cosworth, and it is such a good looking car. Like, how can you not think that's absolutely stunning? It sounds incredible, it goes incredible, and yeah, genuinely one of the coolest cars you'll see at one of these events. So I've just come over here and I spotted this, a Renault Clio Williams edition. So rare to see in tarmac rally spec as well, no less. Just such a nice looking little car. Also got a good history to it. Obviously it was the Clio reimagined by Williams, and yeah, it's kind of like, imagine if a Formula 1 team today took one of today's Clios and decided to turn in something stunning. For example, with the Renault Sport Clios with the F1 stuff on them. Unbelievable. You can see all the OMP, massive seats in there, the steering wheel. Such a beautiful car. Right, I realised that I'm probably using the incorrect microphone for this because it's proper noisy in there, so I'm going to go get my lav and see if that works any better, because you guys can probably only hear me for half the time that I'm talking to you. So at this point I swapped from my on-camera shotgun mic from Rode to my lavalier mic that I usually use for my point of view videos, so apologies for the difference in sound. And with the lavalier mic attached, I went on a hunt for some cool cars. The reason why I'm walking this direction genuinely is because the last time I came down here I saw the most stunning TVR Sagaris, and it's one of my favourite cars of all time. So in my head there's going to be another one here this year. There's not, but that's why I'm walking this way. So I don't talk about very much on the channel, but if I could, I'd 100% have one of these classic minis. I think they are so sick. I'd have it in black as well, maybe just chrome alloys. That would do perfect for me, I think. Well, no Sagaris yet, but I have spotted a very dirty Mark 1 MX-5 with the tan interior. I think that looks pretty swag, it's got to be said. Tan interior on the MX-5. That could well be a vibe for me in the not too distant future. We'll have to see. Very nice. A couple of Porsches. Nice GTS right here. Love that everything's looking dirty. I actually think that dirty looking sports cars are pretty cool. That's obviously very swag as well, it's got to be said. Oh, a Polo Dune. I love a Polo Dune. I mean, this is just me talking about random cars at this point. I should be looking at all the amazing rally cars, but a Polo Dune, mate. A couple of 458s, one 458 there. Oh, it's not a 458, that's a 458 there, obviously. But that is a 488 over there. So the two different generations of the sort of flagship, maybe, is that fair to say? Also, obviously, a Renault 5 there. But yeah, two of the flagship Ferraris in one go. And check this out, I've just spotted off the side of the road. That is nuts, a 1970 Volkswagen Beetle, 1,300 cc's. These are just such a cool set of cars, and this is in such a clean condition as well. Look at how the chrome is just sort of mirrored all the way throughout, along the side there, on the alloy, and then also around the back bumper as well. Really, really cool. And that interior as well is nuts. Yeah, major fan of that. And it's on auction as well, apparently, 12 to 14K, we'll have that. All right, so I'm gonna walk down in between all of these cars and look like an imbecile for a bit. That's how YouTube life works. As you can see, there's just infinite numbers of classic rally cars. So here we've got obviously a 205, followed by an MG, followed by a C2. So it's just different teams of cars or different types of cars go out on track at any one time, and yeah, you get a good mix, shall we say. In fact, I've just spotted over here a Quattro in some form of disrepair right here, long wheelbase obviously, looking very pretty still despite the fact it's missing its front bumper. It's actually far fewer cars down here than there were last year, more 205s, all that great stuff. Another C1, mad. Some R5s as well, so you've got the Skoda over here, another Skoda there, although I think this isn't actually an R5, I think it's a Skoda on a Impreza running gear. Still very cool either way. So if I walk over here, we're waterlogged, we're literally about to die in this water. You can spot a whole bunch of the cars out here.
For the crash outlets, and you can also hire a GoPro.
Mate, I have made a critical error there, check out that. That is just, Crips are dead now, fam. I'm quite certain I just saw my dad pull off from over here somewhere, so let's see if we can spot him. Oh look, there he is, here he comes. Honestly, man, why do I keep doing this to myself? My shoes are going to be so dead by the end of today. That's pretty cool. That's both the 308s in one shot. We love to see that. And obviously my dad's car as well, so yeah, very good shot. Let's see how he's finding it. It looks sketchy.
It's very sketchy.
Is it actually?
Struggling the whole way round. It's like the power's just so much in it, you're struggling with it all the way round.
Yeah. It did look sketchy. It was like you came into that corner over there, the little left-hander, and it was like you just crept, like fully crept.
It's just sliding.
You
don't. What you is under your hand in the steering wheel, it just feels so light.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you know the front of the car isn't planted.
Yeah.
And if you do anything silly, you're going to just understeer.
Yeah. And I mean, so the guy in front of you who was in the Opel, I think it was, he was sliding it round. All over the place. Then like there was no control. It was just like the back wheel was coming out wherever you wanted, like wherever basically.
The thing is, if you're prepared to do the sliding,
yeah,
no problem.
Yeah.
With the mid-engine, it's gonna get beyond.
Yeah,
you,
well, it's gonna send something. Yeah, I love coming to events like this because my dad always ends up looking like some next celebrity. Wait, let's go around here and see if we can get a look in at him. Mate, it's just impossible to get a look in with my own dad. He's so busy explaining his own car to people. Right, I'm gonna stop hanging around my dad's car and feeding off of his clout and go have a look inside the halls. Let's see what's going on. And let's try not to spend a ridiculous amount of money on car parts or watches. Oh gosh, I've been distracted already. What can you do, eh? I think that's a Evo 4 here, obviously in rally spec, but then next to it as well, a Lancia Delta Integrale HF, which is just absolutely stunning in my favorite color for cars. It looks like British racing green, similar to the color of my Mazda. And check out that interior as well. Green over tan. Oh, that's beautiful. That is really, really, really stunning. I mean, just check out that. Oh, I want one. Please, if anyone's watching this and wants to be very kind to me, just buy me one of these, and yeah, you can have my heart. Oh my word, still haven't made it to the hall yet, still just trying to walk over there and get there, but how can I say no to a 328 GTS? in a stunning blue. Look at that. Ah, mate, I need to buy some nice cars. This thing is a beaut. And check out that fully chromed out gear stick in there with the gated gearbox. That's absolutely beautiful. Honestly, I need to find a way to get rich ASAP, because this whole only having 1,400 pounds worth of car thing can't run. I've made it to the hall. Last time I was here, there was a whole bunch of supercars out here, but it seemed to have gone missing this year. No supercars for me, although there are a bunch of classics sitting in this little car park here, as you can see, heading along here, as well as this beautiful Jag right here. That's how cars really should look. Those sweeping lines, all nice and curvy. That green again over, well, not tan, but brownish interior, looks really, really, really nice. Who still though, who's fitting in those seats? What person do you know who fits in those? And yeah, so let's actually try and get in this time. Oh, I spotted another car that I need to go and have a look at before I enter the actual hall. Oh yes, there it is. That is a 488 Spider just chilling in the car park alongside a very lovely Skoda and an Onyx as well. But yeah, that is a 488 Spider chilling, which looks very, very nice. Again, in, I think it's Rosso Scuderia, Rosso Corsa, I don't know idea, not very good at my Ferrari colours, but a really, really lush interior, like well spec'd there. And yeah, properly good looking Rari. There's a good few cars here. You got a Focus RS over there, you got an AMG GTR looking very, very pretty out here, a Kia Picanto GT line, which again, actually quite cool, surprisingly cool. I mean, it's a bit fake, there's a lot of like plasticky fake bits on it, but still quite cool. Got an Impreza over here, Hawkeye STI, and then another absolutely stunning HF. They're just such a good shape. They really don't make hot hatches like they used to. That's a proper hot hatch. And finally, I have made it to the hall. That took a really long time. There's a lot of nice cars in the parking lot, as always at these kinds of car shows, and that's a pretty cool thing to enter into as well, isn't it? Very, very cool. It is absolute carnage in here. It's kind of like going to the Autosport show, but with just less people and a lot less space, but just as much stuff crammed into it. Check out this, that's really cool looking. I mean, I've showed you a million 308s today, but that again, another one is just well worth showing. Mad looking race spec 911 there, but then more importantly, a Lancia Stratos in the classic Bertone colours as well, the Alitalia Stratos. Very, very cool. I mean, check out, it's looking absolutely perfect. Like the yellow on those alloys looks stunning. The whole car is just beautiful, really, really beautiful to see, and obviously iconic as well. Everyone loves a good Stratos. There's not too much for me to record for you in here. It's kind of just like a trade show if you think about it. It's all just people trying to sell you stuff, and I might even buy some stuff. I'm thinking about buying maybe a few bits and bobs for my racing in the future, so maybe a helmet, maybe some overalls. I'll see what I can find basically. I really like these Stilo helmets. I'd be well up for getting one, but they are quite expensive, so might have to go for something a little bit cheaper like a Sparko or whatever. That one there is not impossible. The OMP GP8 Evo full face helmet comes with the hands device as well there on the side. Maybe I'll go for that. I do appreciate this point, I'm just basically taking on my own shopping trip, but whatever. That Sport 5 actually, I think that might be a bit for me. That could be the one, 375. All right, before I drop nearly 400 quid on a helmet, let's go into the different halls and have a look around. Although that is an absolute beaut, look at that. Mike Champion Engineering, you've done an excellent job on that beaut. And yeah, look at what I just spotted here. It's a Di Tommaso Pantera on sale for £120,000. It's just really, really nice, perfect spec. Obviously with the silver sort of chrome wheels, the chrome all the way throughout, but then also in black as well. What a cool car to own. Oh, check this out. Ford RS200 in sort of like a mad hill climb spec, like really, really ridiculous. That's so aggressive. Look at the size of the rear diffuser. That's just utterly, utterly ridiculous, but very, very cool as well. And the Quattro with its front bumper on this time, which we very much like. I think I've worked out what these events basically are. If you've ever been to a Christmas market before and it's just full of tat, Cancer Research UK, good cause, very good cause. Yeah, if you've ever been to a Christmas market before, this is basically a Christmas market, but for blokes who like cars. It's pretty much as simple as that. You know how you come across just shed loads of tat in Christmas markets? It's pretty much the same here. I mean, you've got what, leather stuff over there, and then pictures over there, and then jewelry over there. It's just, yeah, no real theme to it other than car related. We have this RS200, which is particularly special because it's one of the only RS200s that's ever left the factory and not had anything changed on it. It is literally as original as you can imagine. Look, you've literally got the toolkit that came with the car down here. Nothing has been changed. It is literally perfect. I know the guy who owns it, and he is a stickler for keeping these things absolutely original. Same guy also owns this RS 1700 here, very, very nice as well. Check out this Ford Anglia as well. This is a crazy looking little beast here. Stunning color, like really pops. I don't know if you can catch it really on camera, but also if you look through here, you can see that the steering wheel matches the color of the car as well, as does the rest of the dashboard too. Yeah, I'm a real big fan of that. That looks really, really cool. So we've got some classic Formula cars as well, and even though I'm obviously a massive fan of Formula One, I should know all of these, and I don't. This one here is one that really gets me going. The BAR Honda, the Lucky Strike car, used to be driven by, I think it was Takuma Sato and others. I might be getting that completely wrong. I think also Jenson Button might have driven it too. In fact, this one actually is a Jenson Button car, as you can see right there. Yeah, that is amazing. Really, really amazing. Back when F1 cars sounded proper. Oh, and I completely forgot, I actually do know what this one is, because this is actually, I believe, the first Formula One car that Ayrton Senna drove. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's a Tolman, and it was Senna's first Formula One car. So yeah, really, really nice car to see here. And it's often at events like this around the country. I saw a London Classic Car Show last year. And this is beautiful too, a Schumacher Ferrari F1 car. Look at how the back wing is so different to how it is today. It literally comes from here on the car up and across, which I think is insane. And if you come around the back here as well, it's just so much smaller. It's just crazy to see how Formula One cars have gotten bigger and bigger over the years. Like, these are generally quite small. It's a Keke Rosberg car right there. And then over there you've got obviously the Schumacher, slightly bigger, and then over there you've got the Lucky Strike car as well, even bigger. So yeah, over time Formula One cars just getting bigger and bigger, and obviously really small ones at the front. I'm thinking maybe I'll go have a look at that helmet, work out if it is actually as cheap as I think it is, because if it is, then I might buy it, and then we'll go back outside and have a look at what's going on. Oh, I think I might have done a purchase. I should honestly not be allowed to have money. Why did I just spend £400 on a helmet for racing when I haven't even got my racing license yet? JB. Check this out. What an absolute beauty this is. Amazing colour, like really, really pops off the car. Looks like a Shmeemobile almost in terms of the colour, but then also my favourite thing about these is that rear end. It just looks so beautiful. Yeah, Aston Martin really do know how to make a good looking car. Shame the interiors aren't that nice though. I was just coming over here to flex on my dad with my new helmet, and he's driving away. What's going on here? Yeah, I see how it is. Dad's mate Steve gets a lift in the car, and I have to walk with this bad boy in my hands. Oh mate, as I'm walking back to the van, check out this bad boy. This is obviously a BMW RS6, very well known car actually in the scene. Yeah, obviously 900 brake horsepower, 6 million Newton meters of torque. Yeah, this is an absolute beast on the roads. So here we are then, we've made it back to the car. They've probably been here for the last half an hour, so I've been walking and looking at other cars. But yeah, let's put this away. Swaz this in there for now. Won't fit in the boot, let's be honest. So that's all good. Actually, I realise we've got a bit of a moment of truth here. Will my helmet fit underneath the hardtop roof? Because I did plan on doing some hardtop roof track driving at some point. So you've probably got some very sketchy viewing angle there. And also my hair is looking awful, check it out. Hopefully getting my hair cut this week because it's way too long. But let's test out whether or not my head fits with the helmet inside this car, and also you get to see the helmet properly for the first time. It is this Bell Sport 5 unboxing video. This has become a unboxing video and a vlog at the same time. I am really expanding my YouTube offering here. Let's put my head down as low as I can. You probably can only just about hear me still because I've got the thing on. Oh mate, I've got and some room. I would say that's not actually the end of the world. Like, I was expecting it to maybe be touching the roof, but no, it's in nice and tight. Yeah, I mean, couldn't have asked much better there. Keep the old lid open. In fact, I'm probably going to get one of the other visors for this so that I can drive it when there's the roof on. But I'm happy with that. Fits in the car. These seats and the seat mounts have done me pretty proud. Also, my head is massive. That is an XL. And I think I've been wearing XL helmets since I was about, I don't know, 9 or 10 years old, so I've got a big head. Right then, I think I've done enough of this nonsense vlogging for today. I'm gonna have a look around, take some nice pictures so that I can spam them on Instagram over the next year. And if you're not following me on Instagram, I'm trying to get 3,000 followers this year, so get in the pot nice and soon. So from me and Maxine, massive thank you to the patrons. Couldn't do it without you. Please help this video by liking it, because I've just spent 400 quid on a new helmet so that I can go do racing and that kind of stuff for you guys to see. So yeah, hope it get some kind of notoriety, this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Listen.